Cold world, cold church. Look. Got some so-called brothers act holy in public, quote law, throw stones, but the heart's still rugged. Smile in your face, but they judging they mind. Got a Bible in their hand, but they walking out blind. They compare they self, then they pointing at me. Say you can't serve God, you ain't clean like we. Outward look right, but the love ain't there. Just flesh in a suit with a fake church stare. They love who looks strong, who don't trip or slip. If you weak, they gon' cut you from the team real quick. That ain't brotherly love, that's some shallow flesh. When you add flesh to faith, you just fail that test. It's that fleshy love, cold like ice. Talk about Christ, but they roll like dice. Talk about grace, but they cut you off. Soon as you fall, they just write you off. It's that fleshy love, hard and fake. Mercy on pause when you make mistakes. But Christ showed love when we had no wins. So how you got hate for a repentant sinner? Real brotherly love, feel heavy from start, cause you carry weak saints when they fall apart. You don't call them practice and sin off rip. You remember your own dirt when you used to slip. They confuse a weak soul with a wolf in the pack. Can't see a man fighting just to not go back. Never live Romans 7, they don't know that war. They're liking God's law, but your flesh want more. They act like they're perfect, playing holy patrol, but they blind to the pride that be killing their soul. Different measures of faith, God hand that out. So why you weigh a man's worth by his last fallout? It's that fleshy love, cold like ice. Talk about Christ, but they roll like dice. Talk about grace, but they cut you off. Soon as you fall, they just write you off. It's that fleshy love, hard and fake. Mercy on pause when you make mistakes. But Christ showed love when we had no win. So how you got hate for repentant sin? They limit God's mercy to wounds you can see. If it's sin and you struggle, they just let you bleed. Think unity mean you gotta be like us. So they lock out the weak and they call it trust. They building up walls God never designed. Set rules on your past, draw a hard red line. If your life don't match they church blueprint, they deny your call like the papers ain't sent. Love ain't picking saints that obey the most, just pulling up close to the ones that lost hope. The lane in the body still got their place. You restored them to serve, that's amazing grace. This that fleshy love, cold like ice. Talk about Christ, but they roll like dice. Talk about grace, they cut you off. Soon as you fall, they just write you off. It's that fleshy love, hard and fake. Mercy on Paul when you make mistakes. But Christ showed love when we had no wins. So how you got hate for repentance? They twist the bug reproach like it mean no scars. If you ever fell down, they don't let you go far. But Paul had a thorn, still preached that word. Peter denied Christ, still fed that herd. We grow out our weakness through fire and tests. Still some get saved like a brand from the wreck. Power made perfect when the flesh feel weak. So the strong hold the weak, that's the love we preach. Ministry ain't comfy, it's war and sweat. You don't choose who you love, God choose who you get. When you help a weak brother, watch pride move in. You look down on them while you talk about sin. If these church folk judge Peter, he'd lose that spot. They pull Paul's papers, say disqualified, stop. But heaven's restoration don't move like that. Jesus look a man dead in the eyes and ask, Simon, son of John, do you love me still? Now, did you ever fall, but you're down for real? If the answer is yes, then he clean that slate. Put the past in the grave, tell him, feed my saints. This that fleshy love, cold like ice. Talk about Christ, but they roll like dice. Talk about grace, but they cut you off. Soon as you fall, they just write you off. This that fleshy love, hard and fake. Mercy on Paul when you make mistakes. But Christ showed love when we had no ends. So how you got hate for a repentant sinner? Hey. If you came for the sick, not the ones who prevented, then who you to lock out? A repentant friend. Spirit stay willing, but the flesh stay weak. Real love hold close when your knees on the street. Cold church, but the shepherd still turn up the heat. Yeah, fleshy love is in the fold, but his love run deep.